Hi Sag, welcome and welcome back to my channel. We're doing your weekly messages for next week, so we'll get straight into it. What does Sag need to know? Ooh, the fates. Okay, so something's definitely destined and fated to happen, and I will read that for you because I've been reading for all the other signs. So I just feel like the book puts it in better words than I ever could. What else for Sag? What do you need to release? Waning moon. Fun. Yay. Let's release more stuff. Okay. And then, let's see. Okay. Ooh. Grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. Okay. Let's start with the fates. What is it? Number 17. Okay. There we go. So, I'm going to hold it up here for you. So it says the fate. So the serenity prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life that you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature, and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. So it's about fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change and knowing what those things are. And that and knowing what those things are. So yeah. So that's pretty much that. It's basically about just understanding that there's other works at force here. Or forces at work, sorry. And there's not much that we can do. When it's destined, it's destined. So just roll with it basically, and you don't need to know what it's about or anything about needing to control the situation or anything like that. It's kind of like just go with the flow, see where it takes us. And I say us because I'm also a Sag, so I love doing these readings because it also means I'm doing a reading for me. Okay, so we have this card here, which is the waning moon, and it says, what do you need to release? So the waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or for worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle, so what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you need to let something go and stop trying so hard. It's safe to let go and move on. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga, and soon you will see what lies ahead. So maybe there's some issues from your past that you might need to let go of, or people from your past, very possibly. And it's kind of like just let it fall away. Don't kind of get in the way of its ending because it's fated, basically. And we'll soon see the reasons why, like it said in there. But for now, we just got to trust it. Trust the universe has our back, basically. 30 is the grasshopper spirit, which I kind of see this as the full card in this animal spirit deck. So let's see here. So grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Right now you are poised to jump up into the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could have ever imagined. When grasshopper spirit appears, it's a fortuitous time, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong, to take a leap into the unknown. For the grasshopper spirit represents the innovative spirit that says, why not? And has faith in the powers of co-creation. You're being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Wondrous things await, and when grasshopper spirit appears, you are not going to go backwards, so listen to intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence, for spirit has so much in store for you if you only take that leap. So it's about taking the risk, taking that jump, the leap of faith. Let's go. It's the fool, basically. And don't let your fear get in the way. So let's see for Sag, what does the tarot have to say for my Saggies? Okay, so what's coming in for Sag? What does Sag need to know? What are the messages? So we have the Four of Pentacles. This Four of Pentacles just will not get lost in all of the past few readings. The Magician, which is Virgo, Gemini, and Aries energy. Justice, Libra energy. Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords. The Tower, Scorpio energy. No more towers. The Ace of Pentacles, Strength, Leo energy, and the Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck then we have the Lovers, the Ace of Swords, and the Hermit. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different major arcanas, and then we do also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 and 6 basically. So of the minor arcana. So this is basically a mixture between like big things happening and also like just day-to-day tasks, right? So let's start with the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, we have with the Lovers, this is Gemini energy. The Lovers is about soulmates. It's about connecting on such a deep soul level, like lots of love, lots of equal mutual feelings between the two of you, and feeling this like very strong pull connection type of thing. It usually is a soulmate or a twin flame, and that could be coming into your life now. The Lovers can also represent a choice as well. So the choice could get in, like you would need to get some sort of clarity on a choice to be able to make a decision. Ace of Swords then is about clarity, which is what I was getting to with the Lovers and the clarity. So it is also about breakthroughs, about communication, about gaining some sort of insight in some way or some sort of knowledge to be able to make some sort of decision. But it is clarity about which way you're going to move forward, or which new path you're taking. And then we have the Hermit. The Hermit is also someone who's usually spending some time alone. It's Virgo energy. It's someone who's isolating at the moment because they're kind of looking at healing themselves in some way. And once they're healed, they can kind of shine the light on other people to heal. So maybe you're kind of like becoming a healer by spending some time alone. But it's also about gaining some sort of wisdom as well surrounding a situation. So I do feel like there is a connection coming in here that you're going to get clarity on, but like it's like you need to be fully healed for this, and maybe that's why it's like focus on what you need to release, because it's like the fates are bringing something in, but they can't bring it in until you've released whatever the issues are in the past or your own way of being or that type of thing. But take the risks. So we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords is about you kind of having a lot of lessons to be learned, and this is the focus basically. You may be focusing on what were the lessons of the situation and focusing on moving to a much more calmer time. You've been through quite a rough time in your life, and it's now time to kind of get to a place of peace and harmony and serenity. Less arguments, less fights, and also movement forward type of thing. So, how did you get here? We have the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is about maybe you were holding on to issues from the past, holding on to people from the past, not being able to let go, maybe holding back your energy in some way, or even just holding back your finances, like needing to be frugal at this time, or greedy, or just saving up for a big purchase type of thing. But I do feel like in this case, it's probably about holding on to issues or people because of this card here, and then like finally learning the lessons and being able to move forward. Justice is here. This is also a karma card as well, right? So in the Fates was also about like karma or destiny or whatever it is. And justice is basically about like if you've done things well in the past, like then the scales are going to balance in your favor type of thing. If you've been, you know, not so great in the past, then they might not go in your favor. But justice is about like equality. It's about fairness. It's about the truth. It's, you know, honorable. So I feel like maybe you've kind of like, if someone has kind of maybe been in your life that you've kind of like had some sort of issues with, or you've held on to this person in some way, and you've had to basically like balance the situation out by kind of like realizing what the truth is of the situation and what's fair, and that's maybe why you're moving on in some way. Ace of Pentacles, you're moving on to a new opportunity, something that's quite small that's being offered to you right now, but has the potential to grow into something really big, but you would need to kind of like nurture this opportunity. It could be very stable in the future as well, or even like have huge financial benefits or something like that, but you do need to put your time, your effort, your energy and that type of thing into this area of your life or into this offer in order for it to become the 10 of Pentacles. But we do have the 5 of Pentacles here, so this isn't saying that this path is without struggles or maybe financial difficulties or feeling rejected or feeling victimized in some way, but this is a lack mentality card, and you do need to kind of get out of the lack mentality to be able to kind of allow things to come to you. So I think that we'll get some clarifiers on it, but no matter what, it's like destiny is coming in, so you can either sit like this and be upset and make it take longer, or you can kind of like get into this positive alignment manifestation stage and move forward. Speaking of manifestation, the Magician is in your 3D world next week. So you could be in a position where you're actually manifesting things, and all the things that you have manifested are coming in to play right now, because maybe you've realized that you have everything you need to create what it is that you want. And you know, you can create that. So it's about taking action towards that. We also then have the 2 of Pentacles in your connections, in your relationships, your feelings. So there could be a decision that needs to be made within your connections or your relationships, and you could be like struggling to make the decision at the moment, but needing to kind of weigh the pros and cons of the situation. One option is clearly better than the other, but you have to make this decision yourself type of thing. You could also be feeling like maybe you're juggling too much at the moment. Maybe you're talking to more than one person at this time, or you're just kind of like feeling like you can't balance your work life with your dating life, or your work life with your home life, or something like that. The Tower is about where you, like your thoughts at the moment and your values. So you are thinking about maybe something that happened unexpectedly, or that it could happen unexpectedly, but with the Tower, things could be a little bit chaotic in your mind, feeling like kind of you need to like let go of your ego in some way, because the Tower is always the death of the ego as well. So there is some sort of thoughts that are chaotic at the moment and that are kind of forever changing. The Strength card is about it. This is in your goals and in your drive and your determination, and you know what you want to go after. So Strength is Leo energy. Firstly, the main meaning of this card is like your inner strength. So it's like building up that bravery, that courage to do the things that might scare you a little bit, like take that leap of faith, you know. So it is about kind of being bold and getting out there, but it's also about your self-confidence and needing to kind of rebuild your self-confidence in some way, or just embody, like Leos are so confident. So maybe, and it's a fellow fire sign, so maybe you need to kind of just get into that energy of building back up your own self-confidence and realizing who the beep you are and like go get him basically. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Sag. Well, so I split the deck and I see the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, so match coming in. Anyway, let's shuffle. So let's see, what is the Six of Swords? Three of Pentacles. So you could be working with someone and to build something more peaceful, or maybe at work you're having a tough time and it's like about to move to calmer waters in some way, and you just kind of need to keep going, keep up this bravery and this courage, this strength to keep pushing through and working on something, and like building on your own self-worth, courage, self-worth, self-confidence, like that type of thing. So maybe you're feeling in the workplace like you don't have what it takes in order to do something, and it's like you just need to kind of, like, you've been trying really hard to deal with the situation, but it could also be about just building something with someone, and you needing the strength to kind of move forward in some way in order to do that. So what's the Magician? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. You're manifesting in abundance, prosperity, commitment, stability, like the whole works. And I feel like you're having like some sort of awakening, like that's just at your fingertips. You have the power for all of that, so bring it straight in. Okay, so what is the Two of Pentacles? Queen of Swords. Okay, I think you might be, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. I think you might be trying to protect your heart in some way, so you're setting certain boundaries. You're like not letting people get too close, very guarded, and you could be coming across as cold, but it's kind of like maybe your gut is telling you something of like what you should be doing here, and maybe you're following your gut. But also the Queen of Swords is about clarity, right? And the Two of Pentacles is about a decision. So if there's a decision that needs to be made, you need to be clear about this decision within yourself and then communicate that, and the way to find that decision is within yourself. So it's about like meditating, taking some time to yourself. I think this card did also talk about some sort of meditation that's needed at the moment, but like meditating, doing yoga, like whatever it is, walking in nature, whatever calms you down, get you to the point where you're in that like alignment mode, so that you can actually listen to your intuition rather than your fears or your wishful thinking type of thing, because the answers that you need are within you. So what's the Tower? The World in the reverse. Okay, you're thinking about something unexpectedly that happened that you didn't get closure about, and or maybe someone coming back into your life unexpectedly and like trying to offer you some sort of like romantic beginning or new romantic beginning with them, but if this has got to do with work or something like that, then this is like something that's happened unexpectedly, that you feel like you're like not meant to be here, like you're not meant to move forward in some way, and you can't seem to kind of go anywhere else. You want to move towards like an offer that's like closer to your heart, like something that you enjoy doing rather than like for the money type of thing. Okay, so what's the Strength card? Death. Okay, so something's ending, you need to let it end, even if it's stressing you out, making you feel like stressed out or anxious or depressed or keeping you up at night, like you don't see the path forward in some way from this ending, but it's kind of like you just need to find that inner strength. Like you will pull through this, as hard as it will be, because this is the situation will change, but you need to release something first. Maybe it's releasing the anxiety or the overthinking about the situation. And then what's the Five of Pentacles, or even the way you think about it? Five of Pentacles is the Chariot. So you could be feeling like a victim because of someone moving on, and like going into something more stable, something like that. That's the first message that I've got. Or it could just be about like feeling left out in the cold or something, or having financial difficulty, but being able to overcome those obstacles. Like you will move forward out of this, which I do actually feel like that's very, like that's the message here, is that you will move forward out of this, no matter how difficult it is right now. You will not be here forever, and that you kind of just need to focus on kind of like blasting through these obstacles, because you will have success. There is this Ace of Pentacles, there is this new offer coming your way that is stable. Like I said, that you do need to water, you do need to grow, but the potential here is unlimited. So, and that leads to the Ten of Pentacles. If you water your pentacle and grow your pentacle, you know, give it its nutrition. So you need to kind of focus on nurturing this and giving it time, giving it energy, even finances or whatever it is that you need to do. It will grow, and then you'll be able to move forward. Okay, so let's move on to your love reading. Well, this could all be about love, but just the specific love reading. So let's see. So how is Sagittarius' person feeling about Sag? We have sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. So someone's very upset between you two. Maybe there's distance between the two of you. Maybe it's like actual physical distance. It could be that you guys are just in separation, like not speaking to each other at the moment, taking a space from each other. Like just, you could have them blocked even, or they've blocked you or something like that. But I just feel like maybe you've just gotten to the point where you're just not talking to them, and you've like pulled back in some way, and it's making them feel upset, basically. Boo-hoo for them. How do you feel, Sag? Withdrawn, single, lonely, and solitary. So you're kind of just taking time to yourself, being this hermit, basically. Could be isolating yourself, and yeah, you could be feeling a bit lonely, but I feel like you are in this phase where you kind of like, okay, I'm releasing, I'm not chasing after this anymore. We do have fantasy though, daydreaming, imagining and fantasizing. So you could allow yourself to kind of, it's like the Page of Cups, like you're allowing yourself to dream and believe in the impossible type of thing. But I feel like that's what's bringing this distance thing in type of thing, and that's going to allow you to take that leap of faith towards your destiny once you've released this other thing. Okay, so what else? Oh, sorry, no, let's see, what is the outcome for these two specifically? Influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. So it's kind of just like either you're listening to someone else, they're listening to someone else, there's other people involved in this situation where it's like that's what's maybe causing issues. And there is also confusion between the two of you, uncertain, unclear, and unsure of where this situation is going. So it's kind of like the influences are the people who are in your ears are kind of making you feel unclear about the situation. And it's just like, you know, if that's meant to happen, that's meant to happen type of thing. So then release it and see what happens. Like you can't control what other people do. You can only control what you do. Okay, so let's get some romance angels for you, Sag. Okay, what does Sag need to know about their love life? Okay. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So maybe you could have like come from parents, divorced parents, maybe like you have some sort of like issues from your family. Maybe you feel like you grew up too fast. Maybe you have like abandonment issues, or like rejection issues, or like something along those lines. And it's just about you needing to kind of heal that. Maybe that's what you need to release, or these family issues. Okay, what else? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So it could be that you have a child, they have a child, you guys could have children together or separate people. But maybe the kids are just getting in the way. You can't have date night, or you can't do anything together because the children are just like, you know, responsibility. Like you have to look after your kids, and obviously kids come first. So that could be the situation. Otherwise, it could just be that someone's acting childish in a situation. Or maybe you're thinking about like having kids and it's like, well, do I want to have kids with this person? Probably not. So maybe I should move on to someone else. Or maybe you were like, but I've spent so much time with this person and I wanted to have kids. Like, I don't want to do that again and like waste my time type of thing. I don't know. Take what resonates there. What else for Sag? Ooh, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. There we go. There's that soulmate. So, and I do feel like it's a leap of faith that you need to take here. If you're scared, just do it. And we do have at the bottom of the deck, flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. So just have a good time and flirt with other people with this new person, and release something from the past that needs to be released. Let it fall away. It's not meant to be with the fates being here. But this is. Okay, so let's see for Sag. We have, I know that I crossed the line with you. That's what your person would say to you. What else? We have, I love you. And we have, we will be together again. Oh my God. Bottom of the deck, I wish I could take back my words. So, Sag, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you again next week. Take care.